I have a part-time gig scouting local surf talent. And there I was on the beach not too long ago on a cold, drizzly morning, watching their poor, frail bodies getting battered about by the waves when, a little farther down the beach in the other direction, I saw a strange object that looked to have been washed up by the waves. I stumbled over to it and picked it up, finding it largely intact and completely unopened. Had I found some sort of message in a bottle, but in a box instead, perhaps? Alright, we made it. It's not like too soggy. This package seemed to have been destined to come into my clutches because it was actually addressed to me. So I might as well open it. Just a little surgical slice right here. There. And we're in. Wow. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. How do they even do this? This is from someone named Burb. So in here we have touchable bubbles. This is from I know this person, kind of. I mean, I've never met them in real life, but I've talked to them online before. So it's kind of appropriate that they sent these little duck feet, because ducks are birds, and this person goes by a birdie name. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Maybe this is a duck that this package ate and kind of spat out the feet. Oh my goodness. This is so weird. I love it. Its little toes, its little feet. Aww. Oh no. Tentacle Pen. Oh. Look at that. That's pretty sick. I love it. I'm glad it's not actually, I mean, suction cups? That's like a weird thing right there. Suction cups. That's... And little modeling clays. I'll have to play with those sometime. And then in here we have a... That's coffee. That's coffee right there. Savannah, Texas Blends French Roast. It just so happens that I have a coffee maker right here. So we should probably, try it out. Make some coffee, because I am dragging a little bit. I never know how much coffee to put in there. Whatever. Then we flip this switch. And the magic begins. I think. It'll take a few minutes. Let's check back in a minute. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then by the time I finish taking a shower, coffee will be all ready, and we can draw something with this tentacle pen. All right, I took a shower. Pour us a cup of this coffee. A local blend, I think. Just a second. I think I have a letter that I didn't read yet. I just realized. Just gonna put it on the floor where it belongs. This says, "Dear Peter, happy belated birthday. I really honestly didn't even know it was your birthday month when I started putting this box together for you. I really just wanted to send you a happy little gift box, just for the fun of it. Feel free to make some art with some of these things. I'd be interested to see what you come up with the kitty modeling clay, but don't feel like you have to or whatever. It's all good. I'm also pretty curious to see what touchable bubbles look like. The coffee was blended here in town, Austin, or so they say. I hope it proves to be delicious. Anyway, I hope this little monster box makes you smile, brightens your day a little bit. Your art has inspired me for quite some time now, so I thought I would at least attempt to return the favor. Take care, Peter. Stay cool. Katie." whydobirds.net or Instagram whydobirds. P.S. I've included a few prints of my own drawings. Oh, yes. These are awesome. I love these. It's like something that should be in an awesome storybook. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up or down with a couple of these. All right, the snail I'm sure of. Oh, these are so cool. Thank you so much. Anyways, let's draw. Y'all check out whydobirds.net. See what she's got there. Let's draw with this tentacle now. Oh, let me try the coffee. I hadn't actually taken a sip yet. I like it. I like it a lot. And so we started right away with it. And it didn't take me very long to realize that as cool as this pen was, being a little tentacle and everything, I don't know what material it is. Maybe someone else can tell, even without touching it. I did all of this drawing on Twitch, and other people had said that they had seen this tentacle, or maybe those are Instagram comments. But anyways, I don't know, is it plastic? Acrylic? Is acrylic a kind of plastic? Anyways, as cool as this pentacle, per se, as cool as this was, it was really just a ballpoint pen inside this cool tentacle pen, right? And at first I had a little bit of trouble getting it to do what I wanted. It wouldn't bend to my will. And I like art supplies that do bend to my will. That, it's a little more satisfying when your art supplies do what you want them to do. And at first it wasn't. Like, sometimes it was drawing good lines, and then sometimes this pen was drawing lines that were maybe at like 50 or even 25% of the darkness that I wanted them to be. And after a while of continuing to draw, now I could have just stopped and grabbed any of 100 million other pens I have here sitting around that are perfectly functional and willing to draw like I want them to. I was stubborn and I wanted to make this one work. I wanted to do the drawing, with this pen. This is the pen I want to do the drawing with. I quickly realized that, after a while, I slowly realized that this pen only drew lines well when you dragged it in a certain direction. So that's kind of the reason why I ended up drawing this picture in this style. Thankfully, ahead of time, I wanted to draw the picture this way. I didn't want the picture to turn out how the picture turned out, but I had a hankering, even like 1 or 2 days before, to draw a picture that consisted of lots of little short lines instead of lots. Sometimes I draw pictures that are lots of longer swooping lines. This drawing has hardly any lines that are longer than like a centimeter at all. Almost every single line in this drawing, except for some at the end, most of these lines are very short, like lots of little is it hash marks or hatch marks? Just all those kind of squished together. And that's kind of what got me started on this. But thankfully, I realized you can only draw lines in one direction with this pen. Something, I don't know, is messed up when this pen was manufactured. Went horribly wrong when it was created. And there's just some anomaly. I don't know. Who can explain something like that? I can't. But I figured it out. And one thing I also realized that you just have to appreciate something like this is, how many times do you have a nice ballpoint pen like this that can just outright draw gray lines when normally you'd have I guess sometimes the nice thing about these ballpoint pens, like a regular Bic pen like I've been using lately sometimes, is you can do some nice shading and tones, like if you just barely drag the pen across the surface of the paper, just really gentle, and get really subtle with it. I like that word subtle, because it should be subtle, but subtle. It's a subtle B in the middle of the word there. It's very subtle. Anyways, what I'm saying is ballpoint pens are, they're kind of a thing anyways, but this one was like twice as much of a thing. And so I kind of had to keep on rotating it in my hand, and then like the tentacles on the pen were like, it's like you just kind of had to learn to work with it. I kind of became really good friends with the pen at the end of, by the time I finished this drawing. And I think I built up a really good relationship with it. I understand the pen understands me, and I'm not going to name it or anything, because I'm not the type of person that names everything. I know those people are out there. I've talked to them. They walk among us. People who name their pens, people who name their cars, people probably name their phones and their fingernail clippers. I don't know why. It's already weird that we name our cats. I feel like the only reason to name a pet is if you have more than one of them. If you only have one cat, one dog, you can just call it cat or dog. And then I will accept that if you have two cats, then it makes sense to name them. Or maybe only if they look identical then. Because if you have two cars, then you could be like, I'm taking the Toyota, I'm taking, the Honda. You don't say, I'm going to go take Jenny, I'm going to go take Greg to the grocery store. Well, I don't know. Naming cars is still really weird to me. That's still not a normal thing for me. Do people who name their cars say, I'm like, hey, like when you call them and they're in their car, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm in Jeff. And it's, do girls ever name their cars dude names? I don't know. Okay, I'll get off that subject. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. Why? Just why? Anyways, this is a cool drawing. It accidentally, I don't like telling people what I think my drawings look like, but I do think it kind of looks like a goat at the end. I pretty blatantly, near the end there, kind of drew something that looks like a goat horn up there. That was accidental, but I know it looks like that. I was just having fun drawing kind of spirally stuff. Anyways, have fun, everyone. I mean, goodbye. I love you. I love you. Goodbye.
Are you